So hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about how onion routing keeps you anonymous. So let's first talk about what is anonymity. So there is a normal encryption layer. So when you talk to somebody over a network, you don't want anybody snooping to read your messages. So you put HTTPS and encrypt your messages. And what anonymity means that if you don't want people to find out even that you are sending a message. So we can say that if you can conceal your location and the usage of your data patterns from somebody who is doing traffic analysis, you can be anonymous over the network. So this is an IP packet which you send over a network. So this green part is the encrypted data payload, but there is this metadata which is visible to everyone. So this metadata contains your IP address, the destination IP address, the size of the packet, and the time at which you are sending this IP packet. So based on these information, somebody can do a SSH timing attack on you. So there are many possible solutions. So Tor is providing another a solution for this anonymity problem. So the core principle of Tor is the onion routing protocol. So our focus today is onion routing protocol. Tor has a complex implementation of the onion routing protocol. So we will not be going in details. So what the Tor does is Tor has its own network, and in that network there are relay servers. So what Tor does is it bounces off your connection using any 3 relay servers. So there is an entry guard server, then there is this middle relay server, and then the exit server. So the property of this relay server is that no server knows about the entire circuit. It only knows that from where the traffic is coming and where it has to redirect. Okay, so now you guys will be thinking that what is the big deal about it? If we can just backtrack from here, we'll get to know from where the request is coming. So to solve that problem, what we are doing is we are encrypting our data with multiple layers of encryption while moving from one network to another, one server to another. So here from the figure you can see that what I have done is I have done key exchange with all the 3 relay servers, and using that key I have put an encryption layer on my response. So when I first relay the message to the first server, it will remove its encryption using this K1 key, but it will still, the message is encrypted, it will be gibberish to it. So it will forward it randomly to any other server, K2. So K2 will open the lock with its key, and then again it will find that message is gibberish, so it will forward to K3. Finally, when K3 peels the final layer, it will get to know that where it has to forward the request. So suppose you are requesting something from Amazon.com, it will forward a request to Amazon.com. And similarly, Amazon.com, after it will send the request back, again K3 will wrap its layer, then K2 will wrap its layer. So finally, when the response arrives at the original user, it will be encrypted in 3 layers, and you already have the keys to open that, so you will be able to get that data. So that is like pretty basic simple protocol. So what are the trade-offs of using this Tor network is like you will generally face slow connections because you are using multiple routers which may be located throughout the globe, and they might be routing many other traffics as well. So and also there is one more problem is that if somebody snoops at the entry level and the exit node, so he might get to know what you are up to. So how he can do is that he will note the timings that at this time somebody sent some message at this tempo, and after milliseconds later at the outside Amazon has received a request of similar tempo, so he can guess like what happens. So for that Tor introduced the hidden service, so which is not in the scope of this, but I'm just letting you know. So this is an example of an hidden service address. So these are called onion address. So what all things you can do on the dark web? So you can, if you want, you can hold bitcoins anonymously. If you have some sensitive information you want to leak to a security agency hidden service, you can do that. If you are staying in some repressive country which has blocked the social media or YouTube, you can access this via the Tor. There is also a hidden Wikipedia over the darknet. You can view that. So how you guys can be a part of this Tor network? You can run a relay server. So mostly it is recommended that you start with the middle layer and the start guard layer of the server. So you can do that. What it will do is it will make the Tor routing very faster. There will be more number of servers available to receive request. Also, it will be harder for someone snooping to guess like which server is serving what request. So it will be overall safer for the Tor users. And but it comes with its own problems. So the EFF, which is the legal counsel for Tor browsers, they don't guarantee, like if anyone is doing some illegal activities using your relay networks, they don't guarantee, like they don't promise anything, they won't take up your case. It's totally up to you. Yeah, that's it. These are the references if somebody wants to go deeper in the history of Tor, or how the hidden services are implemented in the Tor, they can follow this. Yeah, questions?
So who sets up those onion websites?
So that is like a separate process. So what will happen is if the server does not want to conceal their identity, they will set up introduction points in the Tor network. So that introduction point will talk to a rendezvous point set up by the client. And once then the introduction point and the rendezvous point, they do some handshake, and once they are verified, then they start talking over that network.
So I can have an Amazon on the top.
Yeah, so Facebook has an onion address. So, but if you log into Facebook, they will actually know who you are. So, why Facebook is doing it, they want to tell if any bot is using, or if there is a Tor user who is using. So, that's why they have an onion address.
And all those addresses are
So that is like when you choose those introduction points, then they will allot you a random number, random gibberish type of address, which will end in .onion.
And how will I know that this is the address of?
So you cannot directly know. So if you have contacts, and it might be somebody will publish through a blog post, or if somebody mails you privately, then only you will know that address of the hidden service.
How much is the performance penalty for this? Like relatively?
Relatively, though I cannot tell, but if you use a VPN to secure, so in VPN, what happens is you will get somebody's else IP address and you will talk to servers using that. So that is faster as compared to this, because here you are using multiple connections. So there are actually very few compared to normal the internet. There is very few people who are running the real server. So
will like increasing the number of relay increase the performance?
Yeah, because there will be more number of servers to request route the request.
Not performance penalty.
Yeah, so there will be more number of servers to route, so the performance will increase. Like suppose there is this onion router which is serving request. So now we have 10 onion router. So they will randomly choose any other, and it will be serving only one request, and this is serving by suppose another two. So it is distributed. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.